Promotional consideration paid for by the following.
Hello and welcome, you wonderful, wonderful people. You are the Cheap Shot Nation. I am your host, Luke, and this is another quick shot review of the movies that we have been going to see this past week. And this week it is the wonderful film, the animated Spider-Man Returns. Miles Morales returns in Across the Spider-Verse. And yeah, it is really good. It continues the story from the original one into the Spider-Verse. And that was a fantastic film. It just made everything so much fun. And the animation style is fantastic, and it continues along those lines. There's twists, there's turns, there's monsters, there's villains, and of course there is Spider-Man. Multiple versions of Spider-Man. But if you want to hear my thoughts on Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, a 2023 film, then please join me for the main part of the podcast. So, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is a Sony Pictures film released in 2023. It is 2 hours and 20 minutes long and is a PG rated film, and it is very, very good. Miles Morales catapults across the multiverse where he encounters a team of spider people charged with protecting its very existence when the heroes clash on how to handle a new threat, which is called the Hole. It does become a very big threat towards the end, actually. We're joined by Lacey the cat. If you can hear purring or meowing, that is Lacey the cat. And Miles must redefine what it means to be a hero. Basically, he goes against what people think should happen. Obviously, the Uncle Ben storyline. Every spider person has that storyline. That happens in every single universe. So it plays on that. It uses that as a really big story. There's a villain at the beginning of the film called The Hole. And, he's called The Spot, isn't he? Who Miles Morales created, and obviously you get to hear that and feel that tension as Miles goes through his adventure this time. Gwen Stacy makes her return as well. We also see Spider-Man 2099. Peter Parker comes back as well. Indian Spider-Man, very good. Didn't even know there was an Indian Spider-Man. And Spider-Punk as well. That is pretty cool. And it's got rave reviews across the board, and I don't disagree with that at all. Wonderful film. Absolutely fantastic. It stars Shameik Moore playing Spider-Man, who's Miles Morales, of course. Haley Stenfield playing Spider-Woman, Gwen Stacy. Oscar Isaac playing Spider-Man 2099, Luna Lauren Velez playing Rio Morales, Jake Johnson playing... They're all just called Spider-Man. Spider-Man and Isa Rae playing Jessica Drew. You've got Andy Samberg in there playing the Scarlet Spider, which is pretty cool. Who else is in there? Like I say, you got the Indian Spider-Man, you've got all sorts of things in here, and different timelines give you different things, and it is just a wonderful film. J.K. Simmons plays J. Jonah Jameson, actually. I didn't even know that. He is just J. Jonah Jameson, isn't he? He is that character and he always will be. But yeah, it is it is a wonderful film. You've got Lego Spider-Man in there as well. It's just hard to put into words without spoiling things. It is just fantastic. It is, in my opinion, better than the first film, which it takes a lot to do that. A sequel that is better than the original. It's funny, it's light-hearted, it has the right amount of peril in there as well, and it's just wonderful. It's just a wonderful, wonderful film. And I actually thought that I was watching the 3D version because of the visuals, but as you go through you find out why the visuals are as they are, slightly disjointed, etc, etc. It's because there's lots of different worlds. There's a Spideyverse, and the jokes were on point. A lot of the jokes were in the trailer, but then a lot of them weren't as well. So but it really did take an approach to character design that was fantastic. It just made everything so enjoyable. And even to the point where they were including the many different Spider people, they were including the original animated version, the comic book version, like I say, Lego Spider-Man, all sorts of different ones, and it was so good. I can't speak highly enough of this film. It is one of the best series of films that I've ever seen, and I would encourage you to go and watch it. Absolutely, 110%. This film is good. It outdoes most Marvel films that have been released recently by a long way, and it's just a wonderful film. It is just genuinely very, very good. And like I said, I really can't give you any more without spoiling it, and I don't want to spoil it for you because I want you to go and see Into the Spider-Verse. If you haven't seen Into the Spider-Verse, watch it and then go and see Across the Spider-Verse, because it just extends everything in that film, everything that made that so enjoyable. Little nods to the first one, nods to the comic books, nods to the games and Lego. Like I say, I keep saying Lego, and it's just little bits here, there, and everywhere, and it's so good. Even the villain is funny at the start of the film. Obviously, becomes a lot worse, and you don't see it until it's almost too late. It's just built so well that you just sit there and go, wow. It's just a wow film, and I haven't heard anybody badmouth this film. There's usually something in a film that you go, no, that was a bit. This one, no, can't pick fault with it at all. Such a good film. Go and watch it. Give your money to the cinema. Don't buy it on your TV. Go and relax. Get yourself a drink. Go and enjoy it the way films were supposed to be enjoyed. And it's okay if you got a 100-inch TV, still doesn't hold a patch on the cinema. Just so good. Anyway, that is it. We're hoping to go and see another film this week. There isn't much out with certain films using a lot of the cinema space that Derby has, including Across the Spider-Verse, which is absolutely fine because it's such a good film. But there is The Boogeyman out, and we're going to get you reference. And I think that's pretty much it. It's getting a bit slow at the moment, but it is horror season because all horror films seem to come out over the summer. So let's see if there's some good things coming out. There has been some really good horror movies in 2023, I have to say. Lots of gore and practical effects, which I absolutely love. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what's coming up. Once again, this has been a quick shot review of Spider-Man Across the Spideyverse. And I will speak to you again soon. Thank you very much for listening, and goodbye.
Hiya.